If you can find a seat here at Jack Turner Stadium, scooch over. It is a packed house here this afternoon, and we have got a good one. Second to last weekend in the SEC regular season coming at you. The first of three here this weekend as number 12 Florida will take on number 9 Georgia right here on the SEC Network. There's a ground ball to the glove of the shortstop, fired across. That one's never one away. James Colsey is at first, Matt Dial at third. 3-2, this one off the end of the bat, that one to the gap in right. Turning, we mentioned they're aggressive on the base pass. She'll slide into second.
Out, then if you see something and just go.
That one's going to get her. Came in there on that right arm. It looked
rise, but one of her best pitches that she has the most confidence is her changeup.
Off the end of the bat, that one drops in. Turning around is Otis. And she'll plate the first run of the game as Skylar Wallace will stop at third. Well, a heck of an attempt there by Sarah Mosley at third.
Game of inches.
This one is popped to short. We'll find the glove of Ellie Armistead for the second out.
If that zone isn't what you want it to be with your pitches.
3-0, that one misses. She'll walk on 4 straight. Now the bases are loaded with 2 out.
Strike at this point.
Ground ball, that one's back up the middle. 1 run's gonna score. Here comes the second in, throw to the plate's cut off. Throw back to second, gets away, and she'll be back safely. There is Bailey Goddard. And 2 runs come in off the bat of Ava Brown here in the first.
And when you have a tight strike zone, the unfortunate part of that is a lot of times you feel like you have to bring the ball back over the white.
2-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. Florida will strand 2, but plates 3, 3-0 Gators. Fought off, this one will drop inside the line. Fielded in left by Otis, and the leadoff hitter is aboard for Georgia. This one is sent to the glove of the second baseman. The play is at first. But that'll advance Goodnight into scoring position.
How good of a hitter they really are.
4-pitch walk for Jada Kearney.
And you'll see Rothrock really use her screwball to go inside on these righties, but also likes to use her rise ball.
Ground ball.
Got Mosley there with her screwball.
Double play will take the runners off there for Georgia. We played 1-3.
And he said they're exactly where he expected them to be. It's not easy playing in the SEC. It's certainly really competitive.
Called strike 3 on Mia Williams to open the second. First strikeout of the contest here for Shelby Walters.
And you should see Walters going with her changeup. She has tons of confidence in that changeup. And now we can really compete, go at the hitters, play some defense.
To left center on the run. Both Goodwin and Goodnight, and it'll be the left fielder Goodwin tracking it down for the out, 2 away.
Calm, but obviously very competitive, very aggressive, a great hitter with a great eye, but you can tell she's just calm in the box. And pitchers notice that.
There's a ground ball to short. She tried to leg it out, couldn't get there in time, but it's a 1-2-3 inning for Georgia here. It's really going to think about much. They're going to be primed going in to the postseason, and the 3-1 misses. It's a leadoff walk here for Lindy Ray Davis.
A little bit better every week.
Back-to-back walks here for Georgia in the second.
keep those at a low number, especially with a high-powered offense like Georgia.
This one is hit to left center. This one keeps tailing back at the warning track. The catch is made by Falby. Boy, you talk about a big hit there, Chamberlain.
Way to be successful.
Swung on and missed for strike 3. First strikeout of the contest for Rothrock. And there's 2 away. Popped up. And that'll do it for the Georgia threat in the second. 2 innings in the books. 3-0 Gators as we head to the third.
Hit the ball, home runs. So you want to go right at them.
Sends this one back up the middle for a base hit. And while it feels like both pitchers have adapted a little bit more to the strike zone here the longer we've went. This one gets away from Lindy Ray Davis. And Wallace will take second.
And this is probably a lot of coaching that goes into this.
This one to left. And against the wall, Goodwin making the catch, tagging up, throw to third, not in time. And good base running there by Skylar Wallace as she'll tag up.
And a lot of these Florida hitters, they pull the ball. When it comes inside, they get around it, they pull it really hard. Not always being able to stay inside of it great.
Opposite
and
field.
Then can do that with outside ball.
Drops in for a hit. That'll drive in the 4th run of the game for Florida. So work that pull side. You go opposite field and get an RBI.
And it's tough, again, with 3-2 count. You miss or they're hitting it for outs.
Popped up. Kuma comes over from second and will make the catch in the outfield for the out. Count to 75. Here's the 76th. Popped up. On the run coming in is Goodwin. That'll be it for Florida here in the third. 4-0 as we head to the bottom half. Put it all together. And we mentioned in the open, went to Gainesville in the Super Regional and swept the Gators in 2 games. Ground ball over to first base.
Able to produce some runs here.
Pop up here on the infield. Jada Kearney with 2 outs, bases empty. She'll jump on the first one. And this one will stay in the infield. And Wallace, the shortstop, will make the catch. A 1-2-3 inning here in the third. We go to on 5 hits, 3 left. Georgia scoreless on a hit with 3 left, and this one will roll to right field for a base hit. As Ariel Kowalewski.
But they want to be better. Every day you want to be better. And just talked about how many runners in the last couple of weekends that they have left on base. Missed opportunities per se. Do a lot of things well. And when you have a lot of speed, you create a lot of chaos on the bases. And you see right there, back to second, knowing there's somebody on second.
Yeah. The 3-2 will miss, and Falby is aboard with the walk. So
delay steal, getting a pickle, try to get the runner home.
And she'll go to second.
Now 2 people in scoring position.
Mia Williams, the 9-hitter, is the only Gator to not reach here so far tonight. This now just the 3rd trip through the lineup here for the Gators. For the most part. There's a ground ball. That one up the middle. That's going to plate 2. Throw home is cut off. And sliding across and scoring the 6th run of the game. It'll be a 1-out, 2 RBI hit for Skylar Wallace.
And you can see Wallace just takes that outside pitch back up the middle. Again, scores 2. And as a hitter, that's what you train for. That outside screwball, a backdoor curve, a low rise, whatever. How to have a short-term memory and then be able to show up again for your team.
Florida's still aggressive.
She's thinking about delayed steals, probably not. You know, she wants to go right at the hitter.
It's a double steal here. It's the first SEC appearance for Riley Orcutt since 2022. The 0-2 to left. Runners will check. Another run will come across, and it'll be an RBI for Jocelyn Erickson as she'll drive Corby Otis in. Pitches for Walters, only 51 of them for strikes. So just 5 more strikes than balls. And it was kind of that kind of day for her. And now Goddard.
And you see there Florida doing the same thing over and over again. And I think Georgia, again, getting caught off guard. A pickle situation, bringing the runner home. And with 2 outs, you as the runner in that pickle, you either have to be safe or you have to stay in that pickle until that runner scores from third.
0-1 is popped up. Catch will be made in right field. Florida plates 3 more.
And that's why the score is what it is right now.
Third to first.
Ways to win the at-bat that you're in, manufacture runs, move hitters over, and have quality at-bats.
Jammed inside, and it's a 2-out walk for Sydney Kuma. That is one thing. This one sent on a ride to center. Falby is there. Georgia threatens in the 4th, but we have played 4. It's 8-0 Gators. As Jaden Fields is at first base for Emily Digby. And Kistler will walk to open the 5th. Oh, and that one hits her in the head. She was ducking out of the way. It got her. So the bases are loaded now with nobody out.
It's a hit by pitch, and it brings your leadoff hitter up. That's what you want out of your lineup. That's what you want, to be able to turn your lineup over. Give Falby, I believe, her 4th at bat of the night. And Howard has gotten behind 3-1. You got to get back on track here.
Got nowhere to put her. As this one is popped to center. Checking at third and coming home standing is Kistler. She'll be Florida's 9th run of the game. Everyone will advance 60 feet, and there's 2 away.
Now batting for Florida, number 17, Skylar Wallace.
That's the right idea for Goodnight on that ball to get in the sports world. That it's all gas, no brakes, no matter what.
Wallace will ground out. Florida plates a run. 9-0 as we head to the bottom half. Territory 8-9-1 for Georgia. And Jaden Fields standing in, and the 1-1 is smoked to left center. one more run needed to extend this one. A leadoff home run off the bat of Jaden Fields gives Georgia its first run of the contest, her third of the season, and Georgia's on the board with its second hit of the day.
And the greatest part of that for me is seeing a player that last inning was in the middle of that defensive miscue, essentially allowed that run to score when that ball came in, and then put the team on her back and said, hey.
Ground ball back to the pitcher. And one away will go top of the order. And shout out to our phenomenal.
Be brutal wherever it is. I can't remember where it lines up on this field, but those early games are brutal with that sun.
Yeah, high new start on Sunday as Goodnight patient there on the 3-2. She'll walk. Little bit of trouble, and Kistler couldn't get there, but they'll get the out at second. 2 away.
Have to stay in no man's land until you see if it's going to drop or if they're going to catch it.
This one is lifted to center, and that'll do it. Florida run rules Georgia in game 1 of this 3-game set. 9-1 the final score, and the Gators picking up their 13th SEC win of the season, and that really sets a big tone for the weekend here for Florida.
Yeah, it's still a big weekend. Still 2 games to go. It can be anybody's series here, but both teams again are fighting for the rest of their season.